Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Jønathan, and today I'm going to give you a list of 8 LGBTQ plus anime characters that you probably never realized. Enjoy. At number 8, we have Korra and Asami. This lesbian couple was a eccentric romantic pairing in The Legend of Korra, and it started off as them being friends and later evolving into a romantic relationship by the end of book 4. Their ship name is Korra-sami, and the relationship continues, and the series ends with them walking hand in hand into the spirit world for a vacation together, explicitly signaling the start of their own romantic journey. At number 7, we have Bon Clay, who's a gender non-conforming Okama from One Piece and also often identifies as a drag queen, genderqueer, or under the non-binary umbrella. They self-identify as both men and women, and an Okama is usually a defining traditional gender role term in Japanese culture. It also can be a Japanese slang term, primarily used to describe effeminate men, but it also is a term that is reclaimed for empowerment within some of the LGBTQ plus communities. Like a fish in a stream. At number 6, we have Suma from Demon Slayer. She's bisexual, and she also demonstrates both attractions to men and women in the series, making her as one of the recognized LGBTQ plus characters in Demon Slayer. She is also part of a polyamorous relationship with Tengen Husui, it's really hard to pronounce her name, and is one of the many wives that he has. She isn't a big character in the show, as one of the supporting characters, but she is also one of the undercovers of the Kunoshi, and helps with the other demon slayers that are in the show. At number 5, we have Gren from Cowboy Bebop. A very retro anime, kind of old school. I do recommend it if you never watched it. In the story, he's actually intersex. There's a scene in the show where he was confronted while showering by Faye. When she realized that he knew Theseus, Gren then explained his past to her after she subsequently discovered his intersex qualities. She ended up trying to shoot him for having ties to Theseus, who was an enemy of hers, but Gren managed to disarm Faye and left her handcuffed to his bed while he carried out his plan. And number 4, we have Giselle from Bleach. So I've never watched Bleach, and I definitely need to do that. But after doing some research, I found out that fans did a lot of analysis on her, and they pointed out her presentation as female. But the creator, Tite Kubo, stated in a Q&A that she is actually biologically male, meaning that she's transgender. Her presentation and pronoun usage in the show, and the reactions to her being called a male by other characters, for example, Yumi Shika, support her identity as a transgender woman in the show.
Most powerful Pokemon on Earth.
In number 3, we have Mewtwo from Pokemon. While often portrayed with a masculine voice or personality in the anime and the movies, Mewtwo is created in a lab without any biological sex, technically being genderless. Even in other movies and depictions of Mew, they even have some voice actors who are female instead of male. In some media, like Super Smash Bros. And that series, despite being technically genderless, Mewtwo is often treated as a man, though this is not considered a canon for the main series Pokemon.
Monkeys!
At number 2, we have Frieza from Dragon Ball Z. Frieza is widely considered to have an androgynous appearance and to be asexual, both in terms of sexual attraction and also biological reproduction. As a member of a unique alien race, Frieza is depicted as a single-sex entity, with the creator Akira Toriyama hinting that Frieza was created solely by his father, King Cod, in the series.
Right. Thanks, Baba.
How rude of me. My fist slipped right into your chest.
And number 1, we have Orochimaru from the show Naruto. This was always an interesting one for me, because I remember growing up as a kid always questioning, is Orochimaru a guy? Are they a girl? Is it like the center of a Tootsie Pop? Will the world never know? And actually, Orochimaru is actually widely considered non-binary or gender fluid in the show Naruto and Boruto, frequently embodying both male and female forms through jutsus that involve body switching techniques. While born male, they embrace a fluid androgynous identity, stating in Boruto episode 67 that they have been both men and women And in the show, when Orochimaru finally becomes a parent, they say, I rather focus on being a parent rather than being a specific gender.
サインだ